You've said that Pharrell basically changed the way you thought about yourselves.
Yeah, he really did. We were in Paris finishing a song. I think it was Good People, and I was trying to finish a lyric. And he'd invited some people. They arrived with bottles of champagne, and they were very French, which is never a great sign. And they came in the room, and I lost my nerve.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What's up?" And I said, I just feel a bit like insecure, He was like, "Why?" He said, "Well, they're very French, and I quite want to impress them." He was like, "You haven't got to impress anyone at this point." And he took me next door and gave me a pep talk, like a coach.
Yeah.
And he said some very nice things, which I'm too English to repeat, really. But, and was like, "Look, man, basically you've got this.
Yeah.
It's time for you to grow up a little bit.
Yeah.
And inhabit the person that we see you as.
Right.
As a writer, as an artist, as a band member." And injected me with the confidence I needed, a bit of swag, to then approach finishing Rushmere, starting Prizefighter with more of a front foot kind of attitude, and particularly lyrically, because what we were talking about at the time was writing lyrics, and these lads had very graciously sat me down and said, after the solo record, they'd said, "We think you're in good form as a lyricist. We'd like you to be in charge of the lyrics, and don't dilute the process. Just like to see what it's like if it's just you writing the lyrics." Which I think, again, goes to show the trust and the health of the band, because we can say to each other, like, "You're good at this for right now."
Yeah.
Like being in a sports team, like you're on a streak, you start, and lyrically and that also came for me with a responsibility to go and work and surround myself in words and be that guy in the coffee shop with a book of poetry against a lot of my English instincts, where art is a hobby, not a calling, and really sort of live into that identity as an artist.
Right.
And I don't think I would have lent into that quite as confidently without the pep talk from P.